The Day is Done by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, 1807 to 1882. The day is done and the darkness falls from the wings of night, as a feather is wafted downward from an eagle in his flight. I see the lights of the village gleam through the rain and the mist, and a feeling of sadness comes o'er me that my soul cannot resist. A feeling of sadness and longing that is not akin to pain, and resembles sorrow only, as the mist resembles the rain. Come read to me some poem, some simple and heartfelt lay, that shall soothe this restless feeling and banish the thoughts of day. Not from the grand old masters, nor from the bards sublime, whose distant footsteps echo through the corridors of time. For like strains of martial music, their mighty thoughts suggest life's endless toil and endeavour, and tonight I long for rest. Read from some humbler poet, whose songs gushed from his heart, as showers from the clouds of summer, or tears from the eyelids start. Who through long days of labour, and nights devoid of ease, still heard in his soul the music of wonderful melodies. Such songs have power to quiet the restless pulse of care, and come like the benediction that follows after prayer. Then read from thy treasured volume the poem of thy choice, and lend to the rhyme of the poet the beauty of thy voice. And the night shall be filled with music, and the cares that infest the day shall fold their tents like the Arabs, and as silently steal away. Okay, this is a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Let's see, Longfellow was an American. He was born and brought up in Maine on the east coast of the United States. He went to Bowdoin College, which is in Maine, and then he became a professor there. Later he became a professor at Harvard. So what's this about? Well, this poem is quite simple. It's at the end of the day. It's this feeling at the end of the day when you're tired. And it's talking about somebody who feels they are slightly melancholy, slightly sad, and they're asking somebody to read them a poem, something to calm them, something to change their mood. And they don't want to hear a poem by one of the great writers. And they don't want to hear some epic poem. They want to hear something that reminds him of real life, of the problems of the day, of everyday things, of the real life that people lead. So, the day is done, and the darkness falls from the wings of night, as a feather is wafted downward from an eagle in his flight. So it's the end of the day and night's coming, and then we've got this lovely simile, and night is falling like a feather wafting wafting downwards from an eagle in flight. So an eagle has flown past, and there's this feather just floating gently downwards, and this is a metaphor for the fall of night. It's a lovely start. I see the lights of the village gleam through the rain and the mist, and a feeling of sadness comes o'er me that my soul cannot resist. And below him he can see the village, or he can see the lights of the village, and it's raining and there's mist, and there's a feeling of sadness. He has this feeling of sadness at the end of the day. Perhaps the day has gone. A feeling of sadness and longing that is not akin to pain, and resembles sorrow only, as the mist resembles the rain. So this is a feeling of sadness and longing and desire for something. So he's sad, and it's like he misses something. But it's not a pain, it's only a sorrow, it's only sadness. And then here we have another lovely simile, as the mist resembles the rain. So rain is like the pain, and this feeling of sadness and sorrow is like mist. So it's the same type of element, but it's much smaller, much more diffuse. Come read to me some poem, some simple and heartfelt lay. So here he's asking the listener to come and read him a poem, read him a lay, a poem full of heart. Okay, lay is a word for a poem that shall soothe this restless feeling and banish the thoughts of the day. So if you read me a poem, it will make me relaxed, it will help me to relax, and it will banish, it will get rid of the worries of the day. So I get the feeling that it's been a difficult and stressful day, and he wants to listen to a poem to forget about the problems of life, to forget about the difficulties of the day, to relax and become himself again. Not from the grand old masters, not from the bards sublime, whose distant footsteps echo through the corridors of time. So I don't want a poem by the grand old masters, I don't know, from Shelley or Tennyson. Not from the bards sublime, not something from Shakespeare or John Donne. But these great masters, these great bards, their footsteps echo through the corridors of time. And here, this is quite a nice metaphor. This one is a metaphor, where the works of these great people echo in time. These are something that travel down the stream of time, and people always think about their effect or their meaning. For like the strains of martial music, their mighty thoughts suggest life's endless toil and endeavour, and tonight I long for rest. So he doesn't want to hear the great poets, because their thoughts or their ideas make him remind him that life is work, try. And this is something that is endless and never finishes. And tonight he's tired. He wants to rest. He wants to rest from the cares of the world, from the cares of endless toil. Read from some humbler poet, whose songs gushed from his heart, as showers from the clouds of summer, or tears from the eyelids start. So read from a humble poet, not one of these great important poets, somebody who wrote poetry from their heart, and the song of the their poems came from their heart. And here we have another simile, in the same way as a shower of rain in summer, because normally a shower of rain, it's something intense but quite short. Or as tears from the eyelids start when you cry, it's just a little bit of water. It's not something that will, it's not like a torrent that will drown him in its content, but something that is heartfelt. It's something from the real world. Who through long days of labour and nights devoid of ease still heard in his soul the music of wonderful melodies. So he wants the words of a poet who, yes, this person has to work long and hard, as everybody does, and they are worried at night. They have nights without any relaxation. But this person, in their soul, they still heard the music, the beauty of being alive, the beauty of living, the beauty of this world, the music of wonderful melodies. So in his soul, he still felt the beauty of life. Such songs have the power to quiet the restless pulse of care, and come like the benediction that follows after prayer. So poems like these, poems that write about the beauty of the world, the beauty of being alive, these have the capacity to stop us from worrying, and they're like the benediction that the priest gives after you pray to God, after you pray in church. Then read from the treasured volume the poem of thy choice, and lend to the rhyme of the poet the beauty of thy voice. So choose a poem from a book that you love. Yeah, choose a poem that you love, and in the rhyme of this poem, or in the rhyme of this poetry, use your voice to project the beauty of the poem. And here he's asking for beauty again. He's asking for beauty in the poem, and he's asking for the beauty of of the way it is read as well. So he wants something beautiful, because I think beauty will take away the cares of the world. I think what would be a wonderful cure for him is a beautiful summer's day or a beautiful summer's evening, sitting watching nature, but it's not. It's cold, it's misty, it's rainy, and he's clearly he's had a hard day, and beauty is the way out of this. And the night shall be filled with music, and the cares that infest the day shall fold their tents like the Arabs, and as silently steal away. And if you read this poem, the music of your voice, the music of the words that you read, will send away, will dismiss the cares of the world. And we have here another simile. The cares of the world will steal away, will go away, like Arabs silently folding up their tents and leaving. So they will silently disappear and not come back. So he's saying that the beauty of the poetry will banish the cares of the world. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. The Day is Done by Wadsworth Longfellow.